Haley, and this is our podcast, Curbside Crashout. And this is like kind of a little bit about us and who we are and what we talk about. Just introduction, basically.
Just a quick intro, yeah.
Who the fuck we are.
Who the fuck we are.
Oh no, my Google Docs zoomed in.
It was like at an old people forum, real quick. Yeah.
Okay, so just to kind of start, a little bit of background, how we met. We actually met through where I currently work and where she previously used to work.
Yes, and we stayed friends. So we're like the work friends that like stayed friends outside of work. Yes, not to flex. We made it.
We made it, and we never made it awkward, never made it weird, never had any difficulties.
No.
And I don't know, I think like, you know when you see somebody at work and they're new, then you're like, I work there probably like I've been working at the same place for like 3 years. Yeah. So I remember seeing her at the front desk come in, I'd be like, you know when you see somebody, you're like, I know I'm gonna fuck with you. That's how it kind of was, and then we just started talking more.
Same.
But I think, I think the day I was like, we're like friends, and she had a really shitty day at work, and I took her out to Chili's to get,
of course, triple dipper,
Mars, Diet Coke, whatever, you know.
And in the same time, like Haley was just talking to this guy. And she slid into like his DMs.
No, and he started messaging me, and so we're sitting at this Chili's.
So we're both kind of like losing our shit. Like I'm having this really shitty day. She's talking to a guy who's also kind of shit.
And you know, we're talking about it at dinner, and I get a notification from this man while we're sitting there, and it's a iMessage selfie.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it was the iMessage. That shit's permanent. I don't know. I don't care. That's permanent. No reason to be sending it to me either. I want to say really quickly, it was not a hot pic. It was not. It was kind of off-putting. It was very off-putting. Yeah.
It was. He was making a face as a said picture.
Yeah.
And I didn't know why he was making that face.
Yeah, it was very much like this like weird like pucker.
It was so weird. But then like he said some shit like he was just showing me his Halloween costume, and he so happened to be Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And like in the newer Scooby-Doo, like Mystery Inc., like I don't know if you're like Scooby-Doo nerds. Like,
I am not a Scooby-Doo.
So there's like multiple gens of Scooby-Doo. Like in the most recent Scooby-Doo, Velma and Shaggy get together. Like they're a couple. And so I was like, hey, like you got a Velma with you. But and like, you know, trying to be like slimy, like you talk, like you got a like but not.
So you're trying to suss out like, is he seeing someone?
Yes. But then
you got a date?
Yes. And he was like, no, but I needed like a Scooby, because like back in the older versions, the couple's costume is just like Scooby. Scooby and Shaggy are like
which
the
is
two.
like very bestiality, I'm just saying. Like here to dogs.
And so like I remember like this is like the point where it's like we're here. We're on the same frequency.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I know what I'm gonna say. And my bitch ass was like, I'm gonna say I can bark. And that's what I responded.
He said, I need a Scooby, and she said, I can bark.
And we were dying laughing, hysterically laughing in this Chili's 30 minutes straight based off of this one fucking response. Like, you know, he didn't end up getting it, and he was never the one in the first place. Yes. But this shit was so funny to us. We were crying laughing.
We were for a long time. We referenced it for a long time.
And we still reference it to this day, and this shit happened like a year ago.
Yeah.
But that's like when you're with somebody and you're like,
yeah, your frequency just goes up.
And we're like, yep.
Yeah.
And that was like the moment that we're like, okay, period. So that's kind of a little bit about our backstory. But then even then, we've been like friends, similar interests, vibes, goals. Like,
yeah.
You know, and so that's why, you know, and we always joke about how funny we think we are together. And so we're like, we should start a podcast.
And I think like the premise of the podcast too just comes from the fact that like we're in our early 20s, and while we are like independent and doing our own thing, each of us, we don't have shit figured out.
No.
We don't have any of our life figured out, and we're not wanting to settle down anytime soon. We have a lot of goals we want to still complete in this life, and I feel like that's like a really fun place to be at, but also I feel like there needs to be more of a space for that too. Also, shout out to Zero for just being a big baby right now.
I was looking at him.
He's literally cradling.
Oh. But yeah, no, that's like the big thing too, is just wanting to kind of put the creativity that we have and put it into something that can actually be beneficial for us. So I think that's also part of it too. And like you said, we're in our 20s, and there's times where it's like, what do we want to even do with the rest of our lives? We're employed, we have jobs, we have stable jobs, and even now we're like, do I want to do this forever? What am I doing here? And so I think that's just exploring what it's like being a girl, woman in her 20s, trying to figure out life. I think that's the big premise of the podcast is like, what the hell are we doing?
I think in a big way too. We're in our 20s, but we're experiencing being teenagers, but as adults.
It feels sometimes like I'm still a child. Like I know that sounds so bad, but it's like I look through my apartment sometimes and I'm like, I have stuffed animals on my counter, like up on not my counter. It's like, I don't know what it's called.
Above your cabinet?
That part.
Period. Yeah.
And it's like, who the hell does that? It's like, you know.
Why not? And why not?
It's just, I'm a teenage girl in my 20s. That's what it feels like sometimes. But not to like infantilize myself, but like just
to say, my maturity level is at that of a teenager, except the fact that I pay my taxes and my own health insurance.
And my rent, and my car payment, and my credit card bill.
Yeah. And I'm like, who gave me this responsibility?
And sometimes it's just being like, oh my god, I have so much shit to deal with. And I'm 22, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, I'm an adult. I'm literally an adult, but what am I even doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
I know. Do you ever think about the part that you've like technically, I'm 23, I'm like, oh, I've technically like been an adult.
We've been adults since 18, technically.
Technically, in a very technical phrase, like I've technically been an adult, and I'm over here like, I don't know. I microwaved, what is it called? Like, foil one day.
Oh, good. Not the aluminum foil.
It did not explode, you guys. It just glitched, and I went, oh, that's right, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah.
So I think diving into more about how this podcast came into fruition goes into like a little bit of some weird shit. Both of us have really dramatic personalities.
Yes.
And we tend to crash out over like slight matters. It could be the smallest thing in the world.
Yes.
And we're losing our shit.
Yes.
Absolutely losing our shit.
No, we will explode. We are like crazy.
And I'm always like, I'm not that dramatic. I'm that dramatic.
Yeah.
It's so bad. The smallest thing will happen and I'm like, like it's such a like I don't.
And we will dissect it. We are here to dissect the smallest interactions.
Beat the dead horse.
Beat the dead horse. We're here to do it.
Every small
And this
thing.
is a safe space for that, you know? We are chronic overreactors.
Overreactors, overanalyzers, social anxiety, everything.
Times 10, yeah.
Yes, it's normally like baseline. We're up to here with everything, and I think that's also realizing like that's what also made us close is realizing we're both like about everything.
Yes, we are exploders. Yes.
About everything. It's so bad. And so we realize a common thread that we have is something that helps us is going on drives to kind of calm us down. And you know,
you get your sweet drink, you play music, and you rant for 3 hours.
That part. And that's what kind of is the example of the name, because, you know, curbside, because, you know, curb
we
driving.
had to park the car.
And crash out, of course.
Yeah.
But that's the big reasoning, is because it all started because I think one day I was like, let's go on a drive, because I'm really irritated and this calms me down. And I just like blaring music, ranting, drinking my sweet drink,
Yeah,
you know.
sweet drink of choice, yes. I think even that first time when we hung out with the I Can Bark text, I think we drove around for hours and you were like, what did he say? What did he say?
Probably so. I feel like that's so real. That's so us. And like even now, sometimes we're having a bad night and I was like, hey twin, do you want to go get a fun drink and go on a drive? Like,
that's our code for saying, I'm not doing well.
We need to crash out.
I need to crash out.
I need to vent for 3 hours.
Yes. And it's the sweetest text ever. It's like perfectly in code. Like, hey, do you want to get a sweet drink?
You want to go get boba?
Want to go get boba? Yeah. And it also just means like, I'm losing my shit. I need you to hear me rant for like 3 hours. And it's over something so small.
So minuscule. Not that deep.
Never that deep. No.
But you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It makes us closer. In many ways. I feel like that's a big reason of, you know, how we got started. And I don't know when. I think whenever we were talking in the cars, we'll just say stuff to each other that can be so funny, so out of pocket. And maybe it's just us and it's our relationship dynamic. but we will laugh our asses off at the things we say for hours.
Yeah.
And so we've always been like, we're so funny. Oh my gosh, we should film this. We should do this. We should do that. And we're finally like, oh, let's just do the podcast.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Why not? Why not? What's the harm? You know what I mean? So
that's the premise of this. So honestly, if you're kind of in that same bracket as us, where you're kind of just like in your 20s, kind of a little lost, a bit of a lunatic crash out, like, come listen. Like, we're here. Like, share your stories. We want to hear them.
Well, we love hearing stories.
We love hearing stories.
Your experiences about similar things, because that's what I think the big goal is for us, is like having an audience who's going through kind of a similar spot in their life, who's kind of similar in attitude, is like the big...
Yes, it's a big goal for us. Yes, we are a safe space. So share your stories. We'll share ours.
Share crazy moments. It doesn't matter. We don't judge. We
don't
listen and we don't judge.
We literally don't judge. If you heard our conversations, once you hear them,
we talk about some crazy crap. Like you would be shocked by some of the things that we talk about. Some of the things that we still are overanalyzing to this day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you may say, let it go, but
okay, here's the thing though about when you're overanalyzing to this day is you get new conclusions.
That part,
yeah. That part. I was like, you know what? I was thinking about this in the shower, and I'm like, I realized X, Y, and Z, and it's a brand new
thought that we had never come to before.
Exactly. That's why we're overanalyzing.
Beat the dead horse. Why not?
And
come beat the dead horse with us.
We're gonna say a lot of things, but I think our opinions are subject to change too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like anytime, any place, coming to something different than I said yesterday.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, the problem is we're recording like what our opinion is, and it's like it's not 100%, but
oh, definitely.
We're growing still.
We can say something one day and mean totally something the next day. Be like, ooh, did I really mean what I said by that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I was like, wait a minute.
But I think that's also just the premise of being early 20s.
Yeah.
Not knowing,
It's like you're growing into like who you will be.
And I get it. Sometimes we're like, you're 20, you're old enough to know like blah 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 blah. But at the same time, it's like I'm still 22. I have so much time to discover all these things and all these, and see what I want to do, see what I like, see what I don't like. And I think that's part of learning is kind of, this is a place to like process these kind of things and be like, oh yeah, I like that. I don't like that. I hated that,
Yeah, I was like, wait, why did I say that? Ooh, I should take that back. I'm like, no, I meant that with my whole heart.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Because there are some things that I feel like I go back and I overanalyze and I'm like, yeah, but I meant that though.
Yeah, but
I don't care.
Yeah, I meant that wholeheartedly and I still do. And that's the best feeling. Is when you say it with your chest and you still feel that way next week. Yeah, real. But I think, do you have any final thoughts?
I don't think I do. I feel like this episode is just really just to kind of introduce and tell you who we are, and it's kind of a shit show, honestly, right now, because we don't know who we are.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, we don't know who we are, barely got a ring light.
I think, we talk about, like, girly topics, we're girls in our 20s, dating, horror stories that happen to us in dating. Oh my god, good English, but...
You can restart that sentence. We're girls in our 20s.
We're girls in our 20s. Like, we're going through some weird shit. Like, this is like I think this is a really weird transition period in life that nobody really talks about.
Especially when you're not trying to settle down.
Right.
Because I feel like the settle down path is already kind of predefined.
No, because I feel like the people they just graduated college, they're engaged, they're getting married. Like, those.
They're going to have kids, they're going to buy a house, probably.
They're starting their full-time job, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing still.
I was on AO3 last night.
Yeah. And it's just, this is us. It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be crazy. But we're here learning, and hopefully, you can learn from that too.
And hopefully you just want a space to also be kind of chaotic as well.
Crash out a little bit here and there, because sometimes you need it.
Crash out every day.
Sometimes
honestly.
You need it.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's okay. Thanks for watching our little introduction episode. I know it's kind of chaotic, but that's how it's kind of going to be around here. And I hope you're okay with that, because that's who we are.
Honestly, come along for the ride.
Because it's going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a fun one. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.